Ah, mocap.
Hi there, it's Andy Serkis and welcome to the Motion Capture Studio.
It's just a warehouse really, but we've converted it into this rather marvellous high-tech space.
When I think of the fact that principal photography has come to an end, it doesn't seem like that in any sense, way, shape or form, because we're actually shooting principal photography on Kong now.
Each morning when Andy comes in, we put him into his famous blue lycra suit, which I'll have you know isn't a special sensor suit. He doesn't wear special sensors, it isn't wired up, it's just a plain lycra suit. And we put these markers on it, and the markers are little plastic balls with scotch tape wrapped around them, bright reflective scotch tape, just like you'd find on a bike reflector or on a pair of running shoes. All they're designed for is to reflect the light back towards the camera. And we've got 52 cameras that track the body, and another 20 that are specially designed to track the face. Now each one of our motion capture cameras has a bright ring light around it that will shine bright light out. So as soon as they hit one of the reflective markers, it fires straight back at the camera. So it gets a single bright dot for each one of the markers that it tracks around.
I'm lit up like a Christmas tree, and that's fed into the computer, and that data is recorded. So if there's a movement, you'll see all those cameras pick up that movement.
So Andy's suit has about 60 markers on it. So between all the different cameras, you can actually track the dot in 3D. So once we capture the marker cloud, which represents where Andy is, we map that onto a human body that moves around our screen. And from there, we have a char map that maps a character onto whatever target we want, in this case Kong. And Kong, of course, has got very different proportions to Andy.
The biggest challenges we're going to have is going to be retargeting Andy's motion onto Kong, because they are built so different.
All these dots are assigned to specific markers on the Kong CG puppet.
That's me. Because I really am as ripped as that little guy.
So this next process will map the human motion that Andy provides onto Kong. So as Andy's actually acting this out, we get to see Kong on the screen, and that's shown in real time to the directors who are watching it from the different camera angles we're going to use for the actual shot. So they can see in a second if Andy's performance as Kong is going to match the shot that they want.
And that's the beauty of having real-time playback, is that you can actually learn about the character and the way you're puppeteering that character. As it, you know, you can come back and look at it immediately, and then your emotional memory kind of goes, right, okay, that works or that doesn't work, and you make the adjustments.
There's some kind of cool moves that are interesting in there, where you're trying to do some of this stuff is looking kind of neat.
What we're discovering here is a lot of the writing of the character, a lot of the understanding of the character. It's a very physical space, it's a very experimental space. Philippa and Fran are in here rewriting scenes on the hoof all the time. We are here judging what is going to be dramatically appropriate. It's quite a tough challenge.
Working with Andy is really fantastic. I worked with him on the last 2 Lord of the Rings films as well, and he just brings a certain levity, shall we say, to the studio. He's certainly no airs and graces. He's really interested in everybody on the set. He has lunch with us, he hangs out with us. He's a great guy to work with, and he's just so professional on set. He just totally gets into the character of Kong before each take. He knows his gorillas inside out.
In a sense, there is no difference between motion capture and proper normal acting. Any actor could do what I'm doing, and the way I would research a role or try and find a psychology for a character or try and find a physicality for a character, there is no difference. And I think this process will actually become part of an actor's toolkit to be able to get up and do this kind of work. It just happens to be new at the moment.